Hey guys, Trappy John coming at you with another Diablo 4 video. Okay, this one is going to be, I'm gonna try to keep it short. And I noticed while running with a party the other day, I guess I didn't realize this was a thing. I wasn't taking a full advantage of it. And now that I know it, I kind of feel a little dumb because I feel like I should have been doing this from the get-go. But we're gonna talk about it now. And I'm sure a lot of you have probably already done this, but some of you that watch this, hopefully, this helps you progress your account and have a little bit more fun knocking out some of that not so easy content out there. All right, so I've made several videos where I have talked about renown. Those videos get 0 views, and that's okay. Obviously, everyone seems to be doing pretty good with how to progress renown, how important it is, so on and so forth. One thing with that being said is I hadn't quite finished all of mine. I have all but Fractured Peaks done now, and actually last night I was able to work with a group and knock these out super quick. Now you may be saying, John, why are you even bringing this up? Why is this important? Well, the simple thing that I'm going to talk about and point out is that you'll notice that almost all of my dungeons are done. Now this one, obviously I did a little bit more side quest on, but for the most part, my dungeons are done. Now, why is this important to note? That is because when you are in a party, let's say, for example, if I were to try to make a party right now with some of my clan members, if they were to say go run a random dungeon that I have not completed yet, so let's find one that I haven't done yet. What's the area that I need to do them in? Fractured Peaks. There's going to definitely be some in Fractured Peaks I haven't done. Let's see, right here. And you know how I can tell which ones I've done and which ones I haven't done, which I know is something else that a lot of people miss out on, is one, you'll see that there's a yellow chest next to the dungeon. It'll pop up and say rewards. You only get to claim them one time. So if it says this literally means that you have not completed or ran this dungeon yet. That's also very helpful because a lot of you know that when you run a dungeon, say for example, one of your teammates runs a dungeon and you don't notice it or whatever, it'll have a green check mark for that day. Now that's not a green check mark that means, you know, that stays there forever, which I kind of wish it would. I don't really understand what the idea was behind why they have to make it to where the only way you know if you did the dungeon is seeing if it's the reward or if you have its codex of power, which is definitely a big pain. Like if you didn't know to look for this reward page and you just hovered over it and said, okay, it's Hallowed Ossuary, well, then you're going to be going to a website, you're going to be finding out, okay, what aspect did that come with? Do I have it? Is it in blah, 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 blah? Is it in my Codex of Power? It's kind of that would be a very atrocious ordeal. We'll put it that way. But if you go ahead and you are in a party, each person can go to these dungeons that you may not have done already and complete them, and everybody in the party gets completion bonus for it. It's not just that one person. So for example, let's say you all teleport to this little area here and someone runs this dungeon, this dungeon, this dungeon, and this dungeon all at the same time, and we finish within 5 minutes of each other. Well, guess what? For me, that would give me all these completions. So that's 40, 80, 120, 160 renown points. And what, 3-4 minutes running this solo on a tier 4 with a level 80 character? Like, yeah, it's super simple, right? So the simple fact that I haven't been doing this entire time, not gonna lie, it's a little embarrassing. I probably should have been doing it by now. It shouldn't be one of those videos that I'm making this late into this first season, but needless to say, here we are. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and make sure that everyone knew that. Like, I don't know if everyone knows that, yes, you can go ahead and finish your renown in a party doing all these things. As long as you're in the party, you get credit. Same thing actually goes technically, I think, with the strongholds. So if you want to do the strongholds, let's say you haven't done those, you could technically divide and conquer on those as well, but you will need all the party members when you go ahead and you like ring the bell or confirm the stronghold kill. So definitely keep that in mind. It should summon them to the location. It'll usually pop up with the dialog box that says so-and-so has finished or completed this, please assist them. And then you teleport over there, then everyone gets full credit for it. So that's 2 different methods that allow you to go ahead and get a pretty substantial amount of renown. I mean, really, when you think about that, what is this? It's over 600 renown right here alone, right? It's actually 720 renown, I think, something close to that. And then there's also at least 300 renown over here for this one. So you can definitely get quite a bit of this whole chunk done, as well as the easy ones. So this definitely allows you to progress, get the renown done quickly, and knock out some of these just tedious, time-consuming tasks, which suck, right? Nobody likes running around doing stuff one by one by one by one. It's not fun. It's very ridiculous because it's never ideal. You're never going to want to go run just dungeons, right? You want to pretty much do sigils, like, I guess, so you're going to run dungeons, but sigils aren't going to be every single dungeon. You have to go ahead and get all the dungeons, get your renown done. That's a very tedious task and not very fun. You don't gain a whole lot from it, other than some aspects from maybe some other builds or some alternate characters. But at this point in time, with this season 1, I don't know that people are really going that route. I don't know that it's worth it. Myself, I'm going to do this once. I'm not making another character this season. I don't know why I would. Not unless something magically happens and they add a bunch of more content, they add a bunch more things. Path of Exile League starts on the 18th in 9 days. I'm going to be level 100 probably in 9 days. And then what? Start another character? I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know if that sounds fun. Maybe it does. Maybe it would be a good time. But unfortunately right now, with everything that's been going on with the game, it feels very rushed. Feels there's a lot of things that are going on, moving parts, so to speak, that are just kind of getting pushed back and delayed. And honestly, yesterday was kind of a big blow. I was legitimately upset that the stupid barricades and the horses wasn't fixed. They told us it was going to be fixed. It was such a simple thing. It was a huge win. It's like, oh yeah, finally a quality of life thing that makes sense. They couldn't deliver on it, so it's going to be hotfixed later. That's fine. Then remove the effing barrier temporarily. Nobody's going to get mad that there's not barriers in the game. Problem solved. Put them back when you fix the hotfix. Okay, just saying. Things like that. That makes it hard to want to do more in these games and progress further. But things like divide and conquer on arduous tasks, that's nice. So definitely keep that in mind. Make a party, go finish all your dungeons. Trust me, your friends will definitely appreciate you doing this, because it'll help them progress as well if they don't have the same aspects as you or whatnot. Definitely compare, contrast, try to grab people that this makes sense for. It may not make sense for everyone that's in your party. It may not make sense for all of your friends. But if you can get a group together to go do this, it'll help you a lot tremendously. It'll help you gain a lot of renown quick, and those extra points, man, they make a big difference. So you're talking 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 Paragon points here. That's pretty substantial, especially when you look at the boards, right? Like, so if we look at the Paragon board, 20 points, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what is that? 9, 10, so 11, like, yeah, it's like half a board, right? So you can literally do a full line of a board with those 20 points. That's pretty big. That's pretty substantial when you're talking about stats for your character. I don't think I have to really kick that horse that much, now do I? But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I really wanted to make it apparent and let everybody know, that who didn't already know, that you can simply just run as a group to knock all these dungeons out. And if you are curious which ones you have not done, if it says you get a reward, has the little gold box in the dungeon, that means you have not completed it yet. Someone needs to do it in your party and you all will get completion. Keep that in mind. Hopefully this helps you progress your account and renown faster if you haven't kind of neglected it. Or in general, maybe this will help you, say, next league start. And yeah, who knows? We'll see what happens with it. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.